from the 6. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their Pro Bowl quarterback. Third season now out of Oklahoma. The former #1 overall pick, of course, Kyler Murray.
And for how good he is throwing the ball, it's his running that makes him so dangerous. A couple of touchdowns on the ground in last week's game, so we'll see what they dial up for him for this one.
This is DeAndre Swift, who, of course, played just up the road in Athens. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Throwing now is Murray. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy. And
the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws the quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. Takes two to tango. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. These are his numbers from last week's contest. And Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
On 2nd and 9, Murray. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Brady Jarrett. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Well, you know it's never easy to get Kyler Murray down to the ground, and to do it with a sack on their first drive, what a great tone setter defensively.
Oh, and no one's celebrating more than the defensive coordinator, because that's all he's preached all week long. Keep him hemmed in. Don't let him get into the open field and create big plays with his feet. To get him down in the pocket early, that's got to feel great for them.
It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down. They're going for it. Hits Murray. Going right back to Beckham here, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Foyesade Oluwakan made the tackle there from his safety position. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Murray. Flushed out right. Murray has the first down and more. And Murray with a smart move there at the end of the play. Picks up the first down and then slides to the ground.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided to better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll run the draw here with Swift. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Defense simply not fooled by the draw there.
Well, they were thinking run to begin with, and what they tell their defensive linemen is play the run on your way to the quarterback. If someone shows, go get him, and that's exactly what they did.
And now Murray's going to set up to throw. Looking for Funchess, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Will Parks. And the Falcons are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. The Falcon offense about ready to go to work here for the first time, and leading them as he has since 2008 is the veteran quarterback, former MVP, Matt Ryan.
I think his task in this game is really simple. Eliminate the turnovers. He threw 2 interceptions last week. I can't believe I led with that because he had 3 touchdown passes.
Right.
So there's a lot of good that he did, but he's got to take care of the ball better. The ball has to go to guys wearing the jerseys that they're wearing this week, not the opposition.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. And Charles, this defense, I have to imagine, kind of licking its chops when you get a chance to face a team that's lost 3 straight.
And my surprise was listening to their head coach in his weekly presser, because normally you and I see guys that get up there and say, everybody's a threat any given Sunday, that sort of thing. But he was asked if this might be a trap game, and he essentially said he didn't see anything to worry about. Now, normally you say that to your team, but you don't tell us. You definitely don't say it to the media. Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10.
Ryan hit, and he lost the football. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. One, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But two, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time, and the Lions will take over. The Lions offense heading out as we give you a look at the playoff race coming into the weekend in the NFC. For the moment, they're on top of their division, projected to host a wild card game in the first weekend, but nothing is set in stone. There's a lot of shuffling that can still go on here. They haven't even clinched a playoff berth.
A lot goes into that one word you use, doesn't it? But. You're exactly right, because nothing's clinched. So that means another win is necessary, being able to play to the best of their abilities, because they can go from where they are right now to right out of the playoff race, and things go in the wrong direction for them. They've got to take care of business.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Murray. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
2nd and 12. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Murray has it knocked loose. Fumble. And the Falcons say they have it. They do. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
Just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though. So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Ryan. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. This is caught inside the 15. And they move this all the way down to the 9. And now Matthews couldn't really tell what happened there defensively, but he's still down. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. Here's Ryan. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
On 3rd and goal, Ryan. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Lions offense set to take over. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, Not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I've not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
This defense going to bring out a couple extra DBs here on 3rd of the yard. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Swift. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Murray Funches hands it complete.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. From the gun, Murray. He completes it to Beckham. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him over 3,000 yards passing now on the campaign.
And Brandon, nowadays your leader's usually closer to 5,000 yards on the year, but still, 3,000 yards, a good season.
Here's Swift. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Flush to his right. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Kyler Murray, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Lions have taken the lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Atlanta regains possession of the football. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
Let's go, team. Big series right here. We got
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Now this throw caught left side. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in turn. And now following that last play, I do believe we're going to get a review here. Yes, indeed, the red flag is out. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
Let's go, baby.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. On first down, Ryan. He's got it complete. Mike Davis. Touchdown! Mike Davis with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Falcons have retaken the lead. Now the try here for the point after. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So that drive, 4 plays. And the Falcons score to cap it off. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Shotgun now for Murray. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hockenson. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Murray now to throw. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. 2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
They'll try the jet sweep with Kirk.
Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a 1st down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
They'll run on 1st down. Swift, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and the nose of the football. The first carry now for the BYU man, it's Jamal Williams. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that 1st. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They go back to the ground, this time Swift. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line.
59 yards rushing for him now to this point.
They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamal Williams. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Lions are once again going to retake the lead.
So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. So that one a 13-play drive in total.
And it was Jamal Williams who ended things with a touchdown run.
On the return, Williams. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Now we'll again see Calvin Ridley in the Falcon offense.
He's been good so far to this point in the second quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe?
I would agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, it's not even a question for me. The way he's playing, he's doing a nice job. Increase things. More touches, more opportunities. Maybe that can reverse things on the scoreboard for them.
They'll try to ratchet things up then maybe here in the second quarter. Now they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
DeAndre Swift heading back out with his Detroit teammates.
And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw taken in by Hockenson here.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
On 1st down, Swift, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gaps.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Murray. Eluding the pressure right. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
Swift. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jamal Williams with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And the Lions add on to their lead.
So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Williams now on the return. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Matt Ryan and the offense heading back onto the field. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field, try to make sure his teammates come along with him, and he feels like if I do better, everyone will do better. And that's what we're seeing from him right now. Got to have a little extra determination.
Yeah, the little extra determination. He has thrown the touchdown pass. No interceptions for him personally to this point. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And as a quarterback, you're always pleased when you can use all the weapons at your disposal. Here he spots his fullback underneath, gets the completion right there for a nice pickup.
A first down carry for Davis. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Ryan to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Intended target on that one, Russell Gage.
And it's 3rd down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Trey Flowers has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
76 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Here's Murray. He finds his target, Beckham. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions, even when you're taking some hits. Sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up, and make those throws, and he did that.
And running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach. I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. To throw is Murray. Flushed out right. It's caught by OBJ.
Come on now.
Looked like the defense put pretty... pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Murray off play action. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to go deep for Funchess. And this is caught inside the 5. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let... man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run it with Williams. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Caught on the slant, and in for the Lions touchdown. Christian Kirk as the first half is winding down. And the Lions go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. A 10-play drive that time. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
Williams to return.
And able to get this out to the 25.
We play to win. Let's go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
And they will not really have time to do much of anything. 15 seconds, all that remains before halftime.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Second down at 4.
Ryan.
This is to Pitts on the quick slant.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Now Ryan. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. Some critical games going on as teams fight for those final playoff berths. Let's get you around the NFL here in a busy Week 16. We'll be